haven't had time. So I'm trying to make time to do those things before I die. So, oh, is this Sunny? My fucking boy, it's Sunny. Next week, we have catch cans to do. Oh, I'm sorry, I say next week. This week, heater setup, catch cans welded and potentially sent out this Friday or Saturday would be cool. We need to get the fixture plate set up for the FA24 manifold. I assume the collector will be here sometime this week. So this video is going to be a compilation of some older videos that I've had. I've been recording stuff definitely over the last like 6-7 months. I got in the shop around May after the renovations. So I've recorded some other stuff, some videos of the intercoolers and stuff like that. It's just stuff has been so hard to juggle between work and this and gym and life. Some of you guys know I just recently got engaged. So it's hard to juggle everything all at once, and I got some really cool projects going on. That'll be a separate video, so I don't want to rant too much. We got 5 minutes left, and this is 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So, okay, so why don't we just start? This place was pretty raggedy when I first got here. You'll see in some of the clips that I'm going to include from the beginning. I believe this place was used by some guy that used to do like epoxy floors, epoxy like wood crap, whatever. It was real bad. I don't have the mic active that I bought, so I apologize for that, but I needed to record something because I haven't been very good about recording this process. So this week, we got drywall going up. There were some holes in these walls that I wasn't really happy with, so I'm not going crazy, but we're just gonna replace some of the drywall on this wall, and we're gonna get a fresh coat of paint. We got some old light fixtures here. They weren't not bad. It was pretty bright, but I don't want to get all my stuff in here and then find that it's not bright enough. So I got some replacement 8-foot lights coming. Have some additional drop lights coming. So after we get this painted and the drywall all up, I'm gonna have an electrician come in here and throw in some new plugs for me, some stuff for the welders, and we're gonna get going pretty quickly here. So here's what it looks like though so far. I ground the floors down because I got some absolutely asinine quotes. I'll give you guys a better look. Bare because I can't justify spending the money on epoxy floors. I do all sorts of welding. I do, sometimes I'm stick welding, not very rarely, but if I ever have to stick weld something in here, the slag and the shit that comes from stick welding, it's gonna absolutely destroy the floors. Same thing with MIG welding, or if I ever, drop a piece of hot aluminum filler rod, it will burn a hole through the floor, and all that money will be wasted for no good reason. This floor is not perfect. It has some cracks and such and whatnot. Yeah, so overall, no epoxy floors. Easier to clean these, easier to maintain, very easy, just easy. You'll see no lift. My goal is to keep it that way. The lift really intrudes in space, and you never know the direction of the business. Right now it's cars, a year from now it could be something totally different. So I'm trying to keep it malleable, if that's even the right way to describe it. I just want to be able to keep this space able to transform easily. I don't want to put stuff in very concrete places in case I decide that it has to move. I was going to get a very big fixture table, but the problem is again, if I do store one of my cars in here temporarily sometimes, but if I ever have a customer car in here, I can't keep my car in here. Same thing if I had a fixture table, it would be in the way. So same thing with, a hot ticket item I really need other than the horizontal bandsaw is a vertical bandsaw. So, I would like something more on the industrial scale. However, it's hard to tell in videos, but this is pretty much I'd say like a 2.5 car garage, maybe. But you're pretty much fitting one car in here comfortably, and you're able to work around the shop, do some fabrication stuff on one side without getting crap on the other side, and vice versa. So not a ton of room, pretty much one car max at any given time, with the ability to do some projects. So, you know, it's a starter place for me. I'll probably be here for a while. It is what it is, you know. It's really hard to find shop spaces. It's taken as long as I've been welding to find a shop space. I wanted a shop space when I was in welding school. I was going to try to stretch and adjust it, you know, and try to make it work. It wouldn't have worked, but you know, I tried. It's really hard, especially in Connecticut. There's not a lot. There's industrial spots, but they're very high ticket items, and a lot of places don't want you to weld or do anything with cars or anything like that. So, whatever. I digress. So. Other than that, man, I had my friend Gabe come in. Shout out Gabe Kahn. He's a local guy, Miata guy. He came in and got me set up with some new electricals. We ran 220. I have availability to run 220 if I have to plug a welder on this side of the shop, no problem. And then I have my welding area over here. I have another 220 plug. And I had him add some 110 plugs on the walls as well, because originally I was going to be running the air compressor over here. But in one of the videos that I will find, in one of the shop upgrades slash renovation, I acquired this kick-ass retro, I hate to say that it's retro now, but retro Craftsman 5 horsepower, 30-gallon air compressor. My boy Sonny came through, man. I love Sonny. If I can't find the video, just a quick thing. Sonny's the local maintenance guy slash, like, he's grown up in town, and, you know, he's friends with the owner of the building and what have you. He's a great dude. He reminds me a lot of my grandfather, and he's been coming around ever since I came here, and he was so hyped to see that I was a younger guy and welder and getting into the spot, and you know, he's a scrap guy, so he comes by and he brings me all sorts of like metals and different pipes. He's like, oh, you think you're gonna need this? You never know if you use some angle iron. So whatever, long story short, he brought me that because I've been saying I need an air compressor, and I was gonna go buy an electric Harbor Freight one, but you know, they're not bad. It's just I had a feeling that maybe it's not what I'm really looking for. And you know, Sonny's an old timer. He's like, you don't want that crap, blah, 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 blah. And one day he showed up, he goes, I know it's ugly, but it works great. And I know I have the video. I'm gonna include it in here, I'll find it. I did a time-lapse cleanup and setup. I bought new fittings for that thing. I went to Harbor Freight, bought new air hose. I bought a new plug. I got it wired up to 220 again. And I was using it to fix that Miata rear housing actually a couple weeks ago. And it works great, man. It's awesome. It wasn't kicking on back and forth the whole time, so I think that thing's gonna be great for like porting, cleaning up stuff. I'm gonna paint the engine bay on the Supra, so we'll do a video on that. I might do some mods to the air compressor to help with like painting. Not my area of expertise, but I understand that, you know, you could put a more advanced filtration system on it to help dissipate with like some condensation or whatever shit might be in the old tank. So again, not a professional painter, but I'm gonna make sure that whatever I do looks better than most of the shit that I see, because I see professional painters do awful work. So anyways, my problem, I'm always trying to wear too many hats. We're at 11 minutes on this video now. So I'm gonna chop it up, some of my rants and whatever else, but as of right now, it's really just tooling. I'm happy with how the shop looks. I'm gonna get a light up sign for the outside. I do want to get a sign here for my toolbox, like in front of my toolbox area. I would like to either paint or do LED logo of my sign, of my logo. I got some really cool stuff for that too. If you made it this far in the video and you're actually listening, leave your shirt or t-shirt, sweatshirt preferred size in the comments. There's a very good chance I'll just send you one for free. I have some very, very, very cool stuff coming down the pipeline. I'm working with somebody who does really great artwork. You guys know I love, you know, tattoo artwork, people that are talented in different avenues. I love artwork. So I found this woman in Belgium. I didn't know she was a woman. It doesn't matter. But this woman in Belgium who does crazy illustrations, and I have her working on something very cool. I didn't want a generic logo or anything like that, so we're working with what I have now, and I'm gonna have a t-shirt coming out and a sweatshirt. I'm going to be doing some giveaways with that, and I'm also going to be including shirts with every purchase, no matter what. So if you buy a part, you're always going to get some merch with your part purchase. I think it's really important, so I'm going to do what I can to make that work. So I think you guys are really going to like what I have coming down the pipeline. I got some really crazy projects. I have the 7M GTE stuff that I'm doing for my own car. We're really going to be chipping away at that this winter to get that ready for the spring, for some spring events. I have some exciting stuff for the Civic coming. I have really cool shit coming out for the 2022 and up WRX platform. I believe my 3D print should be done sometime today or tomorrow for the collector. I'm getting that 3D printed in 316 stainless. So some of you guys might have seen that on the Instagram or Facebook feed. I'll try to include a brief picture somewhere up here of the collector rendering. I'm really excited. That thing kicked my ass. I'm still learning Fusion, but it's been a hell of a ride. So I'm kind of ranting, but overall shop update. We got to get this heater installed. I'm next door to a pizza place. Sorry, this thing is shaking all around. Right next door to a pizza place. It does get warmer in here when they're cranking and actually doing the thing, but you can't see. But I can't see my breath. I know I'm in a t-shirt, but it is pretty cold in here. So I picked up this thing on Amazon. It was like 150 bucks. It's a 7,500 BTU electric heater. So I'm actually gonna get that set up. It's gonna hang off those, it's gonna hang off right here, 1 and 2. It's gonna hang off there a little bit and then face this way. I got this just to take the chill off. Sometimes I have people here, my girl, whatever the case is, and people complain it's cold. I'm working, so I usually don't think it's too cold once you get going. But yeah, if you guys want me to do a haul of my Harbor Freight stuff, what I got some, I took advantage of the Icon sale. I have some cool fixture equipment coming. Oh, nice, actually. Other than the manifold that I'm working on, I'll have a catch can video. This is our box from Send Touch Send. This is something I'm pretty excited about. I gotta open it up, but this is like a small motorcycle lift thing. I think that's what it's designated for, but I'm gonna be putting my weld positioner on it so that it's mobile and I can move the parts up and down without having it at a fixed table. I've seen some other guys do it, but pretty much every aerospace company I've ever walked into has all their stuff mobile like this. At Moroso, we had something kind of like it, but it was like a small welded frame that had like a pin fixture and it would go up and down. That works, but the problem with that was that, everyone's at a different height, and sometimes, the part needs to be at like a very specific angle. So sometimes you get lined up and you'd be at, the lowest or the highest or whatever the setting is, and the weld is like, where you gotta go is like just down or just up, and the positioning's not right. So anyways, I digress again, but this portable motorcycle lift thing is gonna be a portable positioner tool for around the shop. We're gonna have a big influx of exhaust work coming up. I have a feeling that the turbo manifolds and the Subaru stuff is really gonna take a big chunk of my time and business next year, which is great. I'm all for it. So this is one of those things, I'm trying to get ahead of the curve. I do positioner work very rarely. I think I've used it maybe a handful of times, but it only takes a little bit just to kind of tune it in to what you like and what have you. But yeah, so in the next video, I'll do setting up the positioner. I'll do a video just on the positioner, getting the positioner set up, making a stand for it, and then, fuck it, why not just, throw some, trying out some aluminum, trying out some stainless, and I'll show you guys how it actually works in terms of like trying to fine tune it, because I actually had to do some modifications to that positioner, and I'm going off on a tangent again. So I'll do that in a different video. Anyways.